Hello and welcome back to our Game of the Year coverage for 2021. Yes, it's late. Yes, I know. Go ahead and tell me in the comments below, though, because I know you will. This is best games I wish I played more. These are my favorite games that I just did not get around to finishing or even really putting enough time into to give them an award somewhere else. If I had, they absolutely would have been there. We're going to tackle these in a top 10, going from the games that I really enjoyed and kind of wanted to play more to the game that I absolutely wish I had spent more time on last year. As I mentioned in the previous video, last year from February to August, I played every single game in the Trails franchise that was currently available to be played, and that took up my entire year. Those are 9 very long RPGs. And so I didn't get to play all the games that I wanted to play or put in as much time as I'd like. So we're going to handle this in a top 10 style, and we're going to go with number 10, Monster Hunter Stories 2. It's a game that I really enjoyed my time with. I wanted to put more into it, but really it's a me problem because I kept going to look for more eggs. I had so many monsters, I had to keep releasing them because I kept trying to find rare dens. And I should have just kept doing the story, realistically. If I had, maybe I would have beaten it. But I just wanted to find more rare monsters, and I couldn't help myself. Every time I'd see a den, I had to go in, I had to go get the egg, and I had to go back and see if it hatched into a rare monster. Got to the point where I was saving pictures on my phone of what eggs were what monster so that I could have just Googled it, but so that I knew if I already had that egg or not. But even then, when I got the egg, I was like, well, maybe it'll be a better one, higher stats. So I had to bring it back to the town too. And it just, ultimately, if I could have gotten over that problem, I think I probably would have beaten this game because I really enjoy the combat. But I just didn't put enough time into actually playing the game because I just kept hunting down the dens. Number 9 is Samurai Warriors 5. I love Musou games. I absolutely adore Musou games. And this one has such a cool premise. It has Oda Nobunaga young, before most of what you know of Oda Nobunaga. It's the stuff that doesn't normally get talked about, and I love that period of Oda Nobunaga's history. It was even given to me as a gift by a very good friend that is as good as a brother to me, and I just never got around to beating it. I really wanted to put more time into it. I'm gonna put more time into it this year because I really loved playing it. I just didn't, and I can't tell you why. But I really enjoyed my time with it. The characters all play really, really well. It's a very good game, like most Samurai Warriors are, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't put enough time into it. Samurai Warriors 5, really, really fun game. Definitely recommend it. Number 8 is Persona 5 Strikers. Yet again, I love Musou games. I love Persona. P5 is not my favorite Persona, but I really like it. The characters are still really fun. I should have put more time into this game. But then I look over and I see my wallpaper on my other computer that's Reen and Crow standing there, and I go, yeah, I know why I didn't finish it. Either way, very, very cool game, very, very interesting story. I really want to put some more time into it soon and be able to just get a feel for it again and see whether I want to try and finish it or not. But I absolutely enjoyed my time with it, and I really want to play more. Persona 5 Strikers, really, really solid game. Number 7 is Dreamscaper. What a cool premise. I love the idea of going into dreams and fighting things off. That first boss fight is really, really fun. I loved playing this game. I just never got around to beating it. I think that it's very, very good. I got further in this than I got in some of the other games on this list. But again, just never finished it. And I definitely want to go play more. I'm not a huge fan of roguelikes, but I think that this did something that I really enjoyed in the way of every time you progress, things change in the overworld as well. Kind of in the same way that Hades did, but with a little bit more of an obvious change instead of just, hey, go talk to people and get more dialogue. I like both, but I definitely wish that I'd put more time into Dreamscaper. It's a very, very good game. Number 6 is Chicory. Chicory is such a cool game. It defies all expectations and logic, and I actually have gone back and put a little bit more time into it this year already because I really wanted to finish it and just didn't. Chicory is a very, very cool game that I think looking at it on Steam, you're probably not going to get the full picture of what it is, but playing it for yourself will definitely reveal it to you. What a cool idea and what a clever game. Definitely want to spend some more time with that, and already have. We're in top 5 now, and number 5 is Chris Tales, an RPG with time mechanics and a split screen with really interesting character designs and a really interesting combat system. Sign me up. I'm there. Except I wasn't, because I didn't finish it. I didn't even get past the second zone. And I'm so upset with myself that I didn't, because I really, really enjoyed when I played a Chris Tales. It's a really interesting game, and I cannot wait to play more. I actually booted it yesterday and ran out of time before I got to be able to play some of it. But it's a very, very cool game, and I cannot wait to get to play it. I think that the character designs alone are worth checking out. If you haven't seen this game before, you're seeing gameplay of it now. But 100% love everything about the way this game looks and the way that it plays, and I can't wait to play more. 4 is Tales of Arise. I'm a huge fan of the Tales series. I love them so much. Tales of the Abyss is in my top 25 of all time. It's in the top 5. And I just didn't beat it. I played Trails instead. And I want to put more time into Tales of Arise. I really enjoyed the early stuff. I thought the mystery was really cool. I really loved the story and where it was going, the characters. I'm trying not to spoil too much. I just want to put more time into it and just haven't. But absolutely a game I'm looking forward to playing more, and a game that, hopefully you'll see more coverage on this channel for, because I really enjoyed what I played of it already. Number 3 is Lost Judgment. I adore the Yakuza series, and I loved the first Judgment. And Lost Judgment should be just as good, right? Unfortunately, that first mission is a tailing mission and then a chase, and I don't love those. And I think it kind of set me back on my desire to finish the game, but I absolutely want to go back and beat it, because, again, I love this series. I want to get into all the stuff that's going on. I've heard some really cool stuff that you can do later on, and I just really need to put more time into it and just haven't. But it is a game that I 100% am going to go back to soon to be able to play some more of, because I really, really love this series. And especially if it might be the last Judgment we get, Lost Judgment, I have to beat it. Have to. Number 2 on this list kind of surprised me, but it's Scarlet Nexus, a game that I really enjoyed the first 2 hours that I put into it, and then just never got back around to playing more of. It's a game that I think has a really fun combat system with a really interesting world and a lot going on with the story, and I just wish that I had more time to be able to play it. But I'm very much looking forward to going back to it, and I can't wait to see how things changed as the story continues, because where we were at in the beginning there was really, really cool, and I love the psychokinesis. It feels so good. It's a game that I think doesn't really fit into any other niche role, and definitely we'll see some more coverage on the channel. Finally, number 1 of the games, the best games I wish I played more, is Nier Replicant. I love the Nier series. I love all the Drakengard games, even Drakengard 3, despite the frame rate. Ugh. I love this franchise. And going back to Nier 1, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and getting to play it again with updated graphics and getting to play Brother Nier instead of Papa Nier, I was really excited for it. But unfortunately, it came out right in the middle of me working my way through the Trails series. Right at the beginning, when I just finished Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter and was on Trails in the Sky 3rd. And there was no way I was going to be able to make time for it then. And by the time I had time for it, other games had already come out that I needed to cover for review. So Nier Replicant is a game that I 100% am going back to play more of. And I really, really love what they did with it in the opening hours. Can't wait to get further in. I can't wait to see how they treated some of the later stuff. And I hear the new editions are even better. I'm really looking forward to getting back into Nier Replicant. Let me know what games you wish you played more over the course of the year. What games you're looking forward to me covering from that list the most. Any other games I might have missed that I should have played in 2021. Moving forward, Game of the Year is going to be very different. I'm not going to kill myself trying to beat all these games. So I'm going to play what I want to play. But if you have a game that you think is absolutely worth playing, let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. The game of the year has to offer.